Coming to a partner, catching feet, headquarters, right? Looking for our knee slice. Boom, start to pummel, catch, slide through, bring my hip to his hip, into judo side control. Now from here I'm going to switch to a regular side control, so keep the elbow high. Keep this elbow high as we switch to regular side control. My legs are going to switch. I'm going to scoop his head and bring my knees in tight, okay? He's going to jailbreak, so his left leg is going to become a butterfly hook into my right hip, okay? So just like this, here. Now, some of you guys are not flexible. I know, and you probably know, even if you're lying to yourself, you know. Deep down inside, you're like, I'm actually not that flexible. Okay? So if you don't have decent flexibility, you need to get a little bit of a hip escape. Okay? Get on your side, scoot your butt away from your partner, and then use your foot as that butterfly hook, okay? So if you don't have flexibility, you're just gonna kind of, step out, scoot your butt away, and then dive that foot in there, okay? The goal is to not have to do any hip escape. The goal is to just bring that leg through. Now, it may not be the leg by itself, okay? So in a situation where I can't pummel frames in or anything like that, maybe I do get the hip frame, but the goal is that we just bring this foot through. Now, you can tell it's not there, right? So I'm gonna do a little bit of a hip escape here, and you can cross here and guide it in, okay? And that's also available here. All right, that's how we're gonna jailbreak, all right? So partner, go back. He goes jailbreak, boom, gets that foot in there. As he starts to get his chest away from me and bring the bottom leg through too, I'm gonna post on his knees, get my hips away, and stand up. Now, we're gonna go back to headquarters, but on the opposite side, okay? Opposite side headquarters right here. We started the flow going to the left. The second time through, we're going to the right. Here, again, I'm gonna look for my knee slice. He brings his knee in for his knee shield. Now this time, we're gonna hip switch, all right? So, start to a couple things. Bottom person, keep your quarter Z tight. All right, it shouldn't be loose so that if I stand up, your legs just flop out. Okay, if that were to happen, I would just pass. Like I wouldn't have to actually do a technique. I just like fall into side control. Okay. Bottom person, keep your knees tight here. Top person, you're gonna start to bring them up, and then this hip is gonna slap the side of their thigh and their hip here. Okay. I'm gonna switch my hips in the air here. Okay. Step up. And now my right knee is going to go behind his thigh as I rotate here and kind of punch his legs with my hip. And then go back to regular side control. He'll jailbreak again. And then we'll go right back to headquarters on the original side. Okay? So again, from the beginning, here. Go to a regular side control, hip escape out, jailbreak. As he starts to square up, come up, control the legs, step into headquarters. I look for my knee slice again, he catches quarter Z. I'm gonna post on his body. You can post on the ground, but it's always better to post on your partner, okay? We wanna keep them down, all right? Here, as I start to come up, I switch my hips, and then come back to side control. And then he's gonna jailbreak one more time. Here, go back to headquarters on the first side. Questions?
For the Frenchie pass,
Yep.
if you were doing like a right-handed knee cut, would you Frenchie pass off of the Canadian side, or would you Frenchie normally from headquarters?
There are too many things out
Sorry.
You made up a couple
Would
things.
you go with the funny side if you were trying to really throw a Frenchie because you play one like right-handed?
Should we switch to the other side, I guess?
So on the flow, we're going both. So for the flow, because of the flow, we're doing both sides. For the flow, we're doing both sides. We're getting reps on trying to pass to either direction. Okay? Now, for your personal game, you gotta figure out what feels better. because of warm-ups, I put a lot of reps doing the Frenchie pass to my right side, which I don't pass to my right very often.
Okay.
And so I've got a hip switch to that side. That's not awful. It's not great by any means, don't get me wrong. Not great by any means, but it's not awful, okay? My hip switch Frenchie pass to my left, I think is actually getting worse than my offside because we do it to this side in the warm-ups, okay? My offside passing is getting better in this technique than my, normal side passing. But that's not a bad thing either, guys. Just so you know, like having different techniques on either side is not the worst thing in the world. Okay? It's not the worst thing in the world. Could definitely be worse things. Okay? Does that sort of help your question?
Yeah, I
A
think
little
so.
bit? Any other questions? Amanda?
Can you do the Frenchie pass like one more time?
Yeah. So, headquarters on this side, right? I look for my knee slice on this side. Okay. As I come in, I'm going to put this knee right behind his thigh, and my hip is going to turn and hit him on his hip. Okay. Don't land like this. I'm only doing it for demonstration purposes. You should like land for a second and slide right off. Like so, more full speed. Here, right? Hands go on and back. Cool. Anything else? Sure? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Triangle doesn't work. But if it's a triangle, it doesn't work very well. But hopefully, that's why it doesn't like break the. No, it's not gonna break the triangle. But